Do you wish you had a Milwaukee Packout on your Swingout, just like this one? Well, today I'm going to show you how I did it. Hey guys, I'm sure you've seen by now that I built this tire Swingout with this box in it, right? Well, the box I built was a great idea, but poor execution, and let me show you right now why. So, box. That is super annoying to drive around with. Whole thing's shaking, right? So, great idea, poor execution. What we're going to replace it with is this. This is a, let's see, 15 by 15 by 30 aluminum box. So not only is it going to be bigger than this one, it's going to be lighter too, and I can put more stuff in it. So we're going to have to first get this one cut off and start getting some mounts to mount that one. Got to get in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and slice these right around the plates I have welded on, because this is just a cheapo toolbox I had in my shop that's full of holes anyway. So it's morning. It got dark and it got late on me last night. So anyways, here is the box removed with my hack job at about midnight. So clearly we've got to clean this up. Probably going to redo some stuff to get big box on there. Okay, change of plan. We're just going to go ahead and chop all these brackets off instead of trying to cut these welds. Reason being, it'll be easier, and I want to extend this thing out a little farther anyways, so that this box has better mounting points to it. I've got everything chopped off now. Now we just got to grind this thing down for however many hours that takes, and start rebuilding. So, got everything chopped off. Ended up chopping that whole bottom piece off, and then put a little bend in this piece. And here's the idea moving forward, to get this right above the license plate and weld that in and build from there. Go ahead and get this tacked in here as straight as possible. Got this one tacked in. I think now I'm going to go straight up here and box this in and see how she turns out. The piece of tube going vertical will just slide on in here. Getting this good and tacked in. Okay, let's get this next piece put in here. Looks like the micrometer says that is pretty close. Oh, too far. close enough for who it's for. So let's get this tacked in. And get this side tacked in. All right, so kind of the basic idea here. All tacked together. Let's get this burned in. Cue welding montage. Alright, she is all burned in. And pro tip, don't wear Crocs while you're welding. Now I have my gusset piece I shaped. It was the original one that came up like this, but ground it down, and now she's gonna fit right in here. And I try to reuse as much tube as possible because this stuff is not cheap. Go ahead and get this tacked in there. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and get this welded in. Alright, so morning again, and I was looking at this last night, got the new box mocked up, and I think if you're like me, you can see just kind of how absurd that box looks on the back of that. I mean, it just looks massive back here. The other thing is, look how much farther it sticks out than the spare tire. So I don't think we're gonna go this route. I think what we're gonna do is tried and true Milwaukee Packout. Okay, so to attach this, we're going to go with one of Milwaukee's plastic mounting frames. And I went with this over, say, a metal one I've done in the past, because I think these hold the box more securely with less shakes and rattles and whatnot. So what I'm going to have to do with this is make some mounting tabs off the Swingout. So let's get into that. So here is the tab idea to attach this plate, little 1-inch angle. So I'm gonna make a couple of these tabs to anchor this thing down to the Swingout. Got another tab made. We're gonna get this tacked in. Get this welded in. Another top tab welded in. Looks like it's going to be a good welding day, especially with some flux core. Second tab put in and drilled. You kind of get the idea of what we're going for here now. Got all of the little tabs tacked on here now. So now we're just going to burn them in and get this thing done. After I take off my sunglasses, of course. Now we're going to grind down all the welds so it looks like I sort of know what I'm doing. Got her all ground down and looking as good as possible, at least for who it's for. So now we're going to throw paint on it, let that dry, and then install for the last time and poke our other mounting holes into the brackets I made. Okay, the paint is dry enough, but that's what we got. Let's go ahead and get this thing bolted back on. Everything still lines up. That's good. Plate is all mounted up. Let's see if the box will go on here. Alright, there you have it. Box is mounted. So, you're probably wondering how someone could just pop the Packout off and take it, right? Well, I found a Packout lock on Etsy. So what I had to do was kind of drill a little hole and cut some plastic out of here, because this lock has a little catch on it right here that catches. So just open this up, stick this lock in, lock it, and now they have no way to get that off. So pro tip there, Etsy Packout lock. And then of course, you know, someone opening this and taking it, just a regular old padlock, hooked in there, locked up. The best part of this is no rattle. It's perfect. Now I have a place to put all my recovery junk. There it is. Okay, so just open this thing up, kind of give you a better idea. Sits way more in line with the tire. I think it looks way better. Here's coming around to the back. Just kind of moving around it. And that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Well guys, that's the end of it for this one. If you do me a favor, go ahead and give me a subscribe. It's free for you and it really helps me out. And be sure to tell your friends and even your enemies. And if you don't like this kind of content, well, sometimes growth is painful. Thanks for watching guys. See ya.